Hey, my beautiful family. This is your girl, Foxy So Mystical, where things get really mystical over here. You feel me? Things get really mystical over here. Things get real authentic over here. Things just get real to the point over here. It ain't really too much of the beating around of the bush for real. Unless I'm going on a tangent, which I seem to do a lot, which I'm probably doing right now. Anyway, hey y'all. I hope y'all are all well. I hope your day is going great. I hope that you're continuing to elevate and prosper in certain areas of your life that you need to, you know. But let's get into it, the message, right? So I'm just doing a general energy read, and the first card that came out that I pulled was the Three of Pentacles. So just off bat, hmm, I'm getting business partner, partnership. I'm getting you working with someone to get something up off the ground, something in regards to selling something, maybe selling a home. I'm getting selling a home, um, an item, retail, anything in retail, home, like I said, heavy on home, because I said that quite a few times. So you could be into that department of salesmanship. So that's the energy I got from the Three of Pentacles. Definitely someone um, that this message is relating to. And by the way, only take what resonates and please leave what does not resonate. I mean, why would you put on a shoe that does not fit? I really don't understand that. Why would you take on someone else's issues and someone else's story? We don't do that here. We are not delusional here, right? And if you are delusional and you are here, best believe you won't be continuing listening to me, okay? Because we don't do those. We don't do those. We don't do delusion, baby. Okay. All right, but so yeah, like I said, definitely somebody that in a partnership. I'm getting heavy partnership, hella excuse me, hella what? Okay. Heavy partnership energy, heavy business partner energy. Um and even I would say the energy of just marriage, someone that's married. You could be getting something off of the ground with your partner in terms of business or just in terms of finances. So definitely heavy that energy for that Three of Pentacles, right? So we're working with that. This has something to do with that, right? Okay. I kind of didn't want to pull this deck. I kind of wanted to pull another one, but let's just work with this one, right? Let's just work with this one. And yeah, the table may shake, but you know, what can I say? I be shaking the table like I'm Carly Red, you know. Was it Carly Red that shook the table? Oh no, my bad, Carly. My bad, Carly Red. It wasn't you. It was Was it Carly Red that shook the table? I don't know, y'all. I haven't watched that season and episode in so long. I know it was K Michelle. Was it? It was K Michelle. I think it was Carly Ray. I'm shaking the table. Yeah, I think it was Carly Ray. So yeah, my bad. Anyway, back to the topic at hand, right? Maybe it got something to do with shaking the table. Maybe some of y'all need to shake the table, or you have shooken the table, or this person that you're in business with has shooken the table. But I'm getting forward action. I'm getting you moving forward with something fast, quick. You and this person, you and this partner, this business partner is moving fast and quick. But that's the challenge of it all, though. This is going to cause some challenge. I'm getting this is going to cause a challenge for sure because you're moving fast in terms of business. Moving fast in terms of business is not a good idea. You should always properly think out and plan out what you need done accordingly. You shouldn't move with haste. You know. Hold on, y'all. Okay, I had to make sure my mic was on. So yeah, so you should not move with haste. You should always move with grace. Okay. But I am seeing that, like I said, this Eight of Wands that popped out could cause some challenges, right? Could definitely cause some challenges. Let's see. You know, could definitely cause some challenges. Okay. Oh, okay. Two cards came out, y'all. So we got the eight. I'm sorry, the eight. We have the Three of Wands now. Mm. And the Nine of Swords. Wow. So I feel like you took a chance with going into business with this person, if this is in regard to a partnership. You definitely took a chance of faith going into business. You had, I'm getting three other options. You were unsure. You were thinking of which, or should I say two other options? You were unsure on which path to take when it came to this person, whether this is in regard to business or an actual marriage plus business. You took a chance on this person. You moved with action. And maybe that's the challenge. Maybe that's what caused so many challenges in this partnership in business that you do have with this person. And I'm also getting that, you were, or you could have been, for better choice of words, you could have been um, just in a state of depression in the past, you know, due to some bad business moves, due to some bad marriage moves. Maybe you put your business before the marriage, you know. Um, okay, somebody just called me, so I do apologize for that. I was not intending to go into a full reading, y'all. Like I'm just being guided at this point, honestly. A card flipped over. I couldn't see what card it was in the deck. The card flipped over. Let me just keep going. If it's meant to be, it'll come out again. You know, if it's meant to be, it'll come out again, right? I gotta hurry up. I gotta get my daughter from school in a little bit, and I want to get cute. So, because she got a parent teacher conference, and I gotta do a Zoom meeting, and then I gotta go to her parent teacher conference, and then it's just like, okay, I'm gonna take this card, y'all, because it was sticking out. Usually I show y'all, but my hand's itchy, and I was called to do this reading. Hello, I picked up. Okay, yeah. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me just make sure I'm doing this right. So I do see that you have a lot of things going your way. You are a person that has things that go your way. So when you took a chance out on this partnership, and you took a chance on this partnership or this relationship or this marriage, you was on some stuff like, no matter what happens, things are gonna forever go in my way. You know, this was like you took a chance out, or for some of you, I'm also getting you took a chance just to see what this opportunity could bring you. You took you stepped out. This was a risk for you. As I've stated earlier, I believe if I didn't state that earlier, I'm stating it now. This was a risk for you. So you just stepped out on a whim. This was like a gamble, you know? This was a gamble. And I'm getting that you're a gambler. You're the type of person, you like to take risk. You like to step out. You like to take action. I'm actually getting fire energy. Fire sign. So you could be a fire sign that I'm speaking to. You could definitely be a fire sign, or you could have heavy fire placements in your chart. I'm getting the house 8. In the 8th house, you can have a fire sign. The first fire sign that comes to my mind is the first fire sign in the zodiac, Aries. You definitely be an Aries. Just off of the simple fact, I am seeing a lot of red currently. Um, but yeah, you took us. Let me find out. Let me find out. Hold up. Let me find out. All right, you know what? I'm gonna keep that to myself. I just had to laugh. Something just came to me in the midst of this all. Let me find out. That's all I gotta say. Anyway, collective. Okay. Mm-hmm. We got the 4 of Pentacles that came out, and then we got the 5 of Pentacles that came out. Okay. So I do see you possibly in the near future, right? In the near future, if you stay on this path and this energy of just how things are going, basically not even just you, just based off of the path that is currently playing out in the near possible future, right? you're going to be frugal. I don't want to say like frugal. I mean, but that's the best term I can honestly use. It's going to be some frugality, right? There's going to be some saving of the funds. It's going to be some holding on to the funds. There's going to be some money management stepping into play, if you will. You're going to be managing your money how you see fit, even if it is a little cheap sometimes. But that's okay, because sometimes being cheap is the best way to be, especially when you got goals, you know? And like I said, we got the 5 Pentacles that came out. Okay, so with the 5 of Pentacles, I mean, this current situation, I'm gonna be honest with my collective now. Okay, this current situation is not really is not really going in your favor. This business, this partnership, you know, and that could honestly be putting you back into what you once were in, a state of depression. That Nine of Swords energy, you know, them swords, them thoughts, them like, yo, the what ifs, the what I shouldn't have done, the but don't beat yourself up, because honestly, this is life. The wheel of fortune, okay? Life is going to continue to happen, baby. The wheel going to keep spinning, baby. This got to happen. Something got to happen for you to get to where you need to go. And that's the best advice I could give you. Something has to happen, no matter what it is. If you want to get to the next step in life, guess what? That comes with challenges. Things that you wouldn't even expect to happen to you is going to happen to you, just so you could get to where you need to go. If you're praying for better days, you got to know that sometimes praying for better days means that there's going to be some negative, low vibrational things, right, that come with you trying to get ahead, because life is about balance. It's about the good and the bad, right? It's about the good and the bad. It's about the good and the bad. You can't have the good without the bad, and you can't have the bad without the good. Okay? That's just the reality of it all. That's reality. Literally, we're all living in this reality, and that is a definite fact. Bad things happen in life, and good things happen in life, right? So this situation, collective so far, I mean, we got the 5 of Pentacles here, so it's going to be some loss. It's going to be some, you praying for better days. But let's just keep going, because let's just keep going. Let's see what else, you know, that you need to know. Them days is going to lead to a higher knowing. Okay, the High Priestess. Them days that's going to be presenting itself, if it has not already presented itself to you. Them days are going to lead to you knowing better, choosing better, your intuition becoming sharper, and that is exactly why that 4 of Pentacles is here. That's exactly why that 4 of Pentacles is here, because them days is definitely going to lead to that. So you don't have nothing to worry about, because like I said before I even pulled that card, this is a process of you. Everybody has to go through something to get to where they trying to go in life. Who the heck said that this is going to be easy? Who said that? Who said that? Who said that life was going to be easy? Who said that? Who? Who? Let me know. I had to turn into a owl real quick. Woo, woo, woo. Who said that, y'all? For real. Life is going to be challenges. You're going to have some good days, again, collective. You're going to have some good days, and you're going to have some bad days. Once you really, truly feel that and understand what I just said, that you ain't going to have no more Nine of Swords energy, because you're going to understand that life is about balance, yin yang energy. You feel me? In the bio. Okay, yin yang energy. Oh, another triggering word, right? Listen, listen, Taki Talk, because I'm posting this on all my socials, right? I don't need y'all flagging my stuff, bruh. I'm a real human. I'm a real person. I'm real authentic. This is, certain words trigger your stuff, and I just, sometimes I ain't got time for that. My son back there crying and stuff, so I gotta go get him too. So let me hurry up and wrap this up, y'all. Let's keep it going, right? Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going real quick. Okay. Okay. This card act like it wanted to come out. I'm gonna take it. We have the Queen of Pentacles. A lot of Pentacles, y'all. Yes, like I said, you're gonna be in that energy of taking care of what you need to be taken care of. You're gonna be in that Queen of Pentacles energy. You're gonna be in that Queen of Pentacles, that 4 of Pentacles. You're gonna be frugal, but you're gonna be taking care of what you need to take care of, because you've experienced loss. You've experienced that. You know how it feels. to experience loss based off of bad decisions or bad business decisions or bad business partnerships or things of that nature. Okay, you know, even if it's a marriage that you have a business and you're in a business partnership with your husband or your wife, you know. All right, let me pull the last card to wrap this up. Okay, one came out. The Chariot. Things are moving forward, regardless of what. Like I said in the beginning, life is going to continue to move forward, period. But you're going to be moving forward with your head held high. You're going to be moving forward with power. You're going to be moving forward with authority. You know, all lessons come with blessings, I believe. That's just my theory on life. To keep everybody high and vibrational and happy. All lessons come with something. It comes with a greater understanding. It comes with you know intuitive training, I would say. You just have to be open to these lessons and not allow yourself to continue to go through cycles of depression when something goes bad. Y'all, my son is crying, so I'm gonna just end that there, right? But yeah, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, follow, whatever the case may be. Don't be a stranger, don't be a stranger. My den is open to those who are truly looking to evolve and looking for answers that best benefit them in their life. Like I said, I'm about self evolution. I'm about, you know, family. I'm about truth, for real, for real. Like I ain't got time for the fraudulent stuff. So, and I don't discriminate when it comes to energy neither, because evolution doesn't discriminate. So it's just like, yo, we all got we all got something to do in our lives. The only thing I got for y'all, stay high vibrational, stay you, and yeah, love y'all. Have a good day.